Hello, friends. Todd here, and I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to show you something that I've been working on. I've always been a little bit of a productivity nerd, and I've tried all the tools and have all the planners. And I have actually taken something that I had published a few years ago called the One Page Planner and have turned it into this app. So when you go to the onepageplanner.com, this is what you're going to see. It's very simple, very minimalist. Um, it's going to help you get more done in the next 90 days than most people do all year because it's been said that we tend to um, uh, underestimate what we can get done in 3 to 5 years, but we overestimate what we can do in 1 year. And I really think that's changed. I think that most people can't even see 3 to 5 years in advance anymore. Like just even having like a vision for their own life. And I think that even a year is hard to set a goal and achieve in a year because life is busy and loud. But a 90-day chunk, you can actually really focus and get some big stuff done in a relatively short amount of time. And so you can scroll down. I've got a little video that kind of explains what the app is. One clear win, 90 days of focus, daily progress. And so, hey, are you ready to finish something that matters? We're really good at starting things that matter. We're not always very good at finishing things that matter. So I already have an account. So you would actually come over here and fill all of this out. But I'm going to log in and it's going to take me to my dashboard. Now, this is a test account, so I don't have any wins on here yet. So we're going to go ahead and create our first win. So the very first thing that you do, sort of take an inventory of your life, your family, kind of your physical health, your social life, your net worth, which isn't the same thing as your self worth, but your financial um, dealings, your career, or even just the intellectual goals you might have. And then spiritual. Those are the 7 core areas of your life: family, physical, social, financial, career, intellectual, and spiritual. Then I've got this other area. You can actually use this app to help you plan a birthday event. But you know what we're going to do, we'll go and click on physical and hit continue. And the app is going to ask you 5 questions. You can see up here it says question 1 of 5. Let's understand where you are. Take a moment to reflect. And I'm going to answer this, I guess, honestly. When you look at your daily habits lately, what is one small thing you're doing for your body that actually feels supportive or grounding? And listen, it's important to be honest with the app as you're answering this. This is all top secret. Of course, I'm showing you this example here, but you want to be honest with the app as much as you can. Right now, I would say that I get great sleep, 7 to 8+ hours on a regular basis, and that's honestly thanks to my Aura Ring. Hit continue. Question 2 of 5. Where in your body do you feel the most friction or stagnation right now? Whether that is a lack of energy, specific discomfort, or a routine that feels like an uphill battle. And for me, I would say last April, I was actually, you know what? Can I? Here, let me see. Last April, I was diagnosed with a thoracic ascending aortic aneurysm measuring at 5.2 centimeters, period. Someone my height, anything over a 3.9 is considered an aneurysm, period. Last October, I was scanned again, and that measured at a 5.1 centimeter ellipsis, although it's possible that it has shrunk considerably since then, period. I just have to monitor my blood pressure and cardiovascular exercise over something like lifting heavy weights. It is just so much easier to talk to text in this thing. All right, question number 3. If we were to look ahead 3 months, what is one specific physical shift that would make you feel like yourself again? Okay, so 3 months from now, so April, May, June. Let's see here. What would make me feel? I would really like to be able to run a mile without stopping again. ellipsis and get back into the habit of doing regular push-ups and crunches, ellipsis, something that I've been afraid to do because of the aneurysm, but recently I felt like this is something that I should explore doing again. Question 4, if you continue on your current trajectory without making any adjustments, so if we just keep doing the same thing over and over, not making any adjustments, what are you most afraid will happen to your vitality or mobility? My biggest fear is not being able to take care of my wife when I'm older, or being able to play with my grandkids on the floor one day when we have them, period. My biggest desire is to be functionally fit, at 10 to 15 years younger than my physical age. And then here's the last question. Beyond just getting fit, what is the deeper cost of staying exactly where you are? What experiences of your life are you missing out on because your physical well-being isn't where you want it to be? Certainly, stamina is a factor. Ellipsis. I want to be able to travel and walk different parts of the world as I get older. And if nothing changes, then I won't be able to do that. So from here, after it has asked you your 5 questions and you've been honest with it, you click on See My Ideas. And it's reflecting on your answers. And it's going to generate 32 measurable wins for you. So it's looking 90 days into the future. Based on what you tell it, it's going to say, here are 32 potential wins for this category of your life, which, as an example, I just selected health because it's something a lot of us can relate to. Okay, so pick your best ideas, select 16 ideas. I also want to say, in addition to the 32, you can also add up to 8 of your own ideas, but you can only select 16. So just for the sake of time, I'm not going to add any of my own ideas, but you'll notice these are all quantifiable, measurable goals. Complete a continuous 1-mile run in under 12 minutes. That would be amazing. Maintain an average systolic blood pressure reading below 120 I'm actually already there. Successfully perform 40 push-ups in a single unbroken set. Yikes. 60 crunches in a 2-minute timed interval. Lower resting heart rate by 5 beats per minute. I've already got a good resting heart rate. Complete a 5K walk on varied terrain in under 50 minutes. I like that idea. Reduce body fat percentage by 3% through cardiovascular conditioning and diet. Now, here's the thing that you have to consider when you go through a process like this is sometimes you're going to say no to a really good idea because if you complete one of these other wins, you're actually going to get that in conjunction with it. So like if I'm doing 40 push-ups in a single unbroken set, or if I'm doing a 5K, or if I am able to run a mile in under 12 minutes over the next 90 days, I'm going to lose at least 3% body fat through cardiovascular conditions. I'm going to skip that one. Perform a 90-second plank. I can already do that. Walk a cumulative total of 150 miles over 90 days. That sounds like a lot. It's actually not, but I'll go ahead and put that as a yes. Complete 12 guided sessions with a physical therapist specializing in cardiac patients. And this is a good idea, and it might even be something I should consider doing just outside of a 90-day win. Achieve a good or excellent VO2 max rating for your age bracket on a fitness tracker. I definitely need work on that. Transition from floor to standing position 10 times in 1 minute to test functional mobility. That sounds scary to me. Complete a 2-hour hike with an elevation gain of at least 300 feet. Sure, why not? I could already do that. Log a 10% improvement in heart rate recovery time after aerobic activity. That's actually, that's a good thing, but I've already selected 8 of my 16, so I've got all these to go through. Let's see, complete a functional age assessment. That's something I should just do anyway. Organize complete 3-day trips involving at least 15,000 steps of walking. Yikes. 10 pounds of excess body weight to reduce overall cardio. And that's a good goal, sure, why not? Accumulate 1,500 minutes of zone 2 cardiovascular. That's a phenomenal goal. It's something that I would need to get another heart tracker for. The town that I live in is opening up a crunch gym. And I used to love going to Choose when I lived in Santee precisely because of the team training. And so, I had the heart rate monitor. I could see it up on a screen, but that zone 2 thing is a big deal. 20 air squats with perfect form to ensure lower body strength. I can already do that. Achieve 0 episodes of shortness of breath during a standard 20-minute uphill walk. That's a good goal. I'm already pretty close to that anyway. I want something big enough that it would take me 90 days to do. Complete 24 distinct flex. No. I should stretch, but I'm not doing like yoga. Execute 30 medicine ball wood chops at lightweight. I can already do that. Hold a wall sit for 2 minutes. I can already do that. Reduce waist circumference by 2 inches. I'm going to get that if I'm doing any of these other ones. Complete a stamina test consisting of 60 minutes of continuous movement. That's a good one. Carry 20 pounds of groceries for 400 meters. Why would I do that? Just carry 20 pounds of groceries? Who's carrying 20 pounds of groceries for 400 meters? And how dare they use the word meters? I mean, that's a lap around the track. That's funny. Successfully complete a 30-day no added sugar challenge. Ooh, that's a good one. But 30 days, this has got to be a 90-day goal, so I would need to change that. 50 body weight lunges in a single session. I can already do that. Attend 6 check-in appointments. No. Achieve 15% increase in total weekly walking distance. Well, that's interesting. I've got 12 of 16. Well, I'll select it. 45 total hours in nature-based walking to improve. Ooh, I like that. Document 90 consecutive days of 7 to 8 hours sleep to ensure 100% recovery. I'm pretty much already doing that. So I need 2 more. Functional age assessment. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll do that one. Okay, so I've got 16 ideas selected here. And again, you can only select 16, but say if I had only selected 8, I could actually go down here and add my own. If I try to select another one, it's going to gray out, dull out this button, and I have to please deselect one. All right, so now I'm going to click on continue. Now, this is where it gets fun, and it's a challenge. It's the tournament now. So which matters more to you? This is this is match 1 of 8. Complete a continuous 1-mile run in under 12 minutes without stopping, or successfully perform 40 push-ups in a single unbroken set. Man, that is. See, that's already kind of a hard thing to choose from, because you got to choose one. You can't choose both, and you can't say neither. So I'm going to do the 1 mile. All right, 60 crunches in a single 2-minute timed interval, or complete a 5K walk on varied terrain. And if I lived in California, there would be no shortage of varied terrain for me to walk in. I'm going to do the 60 crunches. Walk a cumulative total of 150 miles, or achieve a good or excellent VO2 max rating for your age bracket on a fitness tracker. In order to get this, I would have to do at least that. So I'm going to do that one. Transition from the floor to standing position 10 times in 1 minute to test functional mobility, or complete a 2-hour hike with a elevation gain of least. So here's the problem. It's like, this is a 90-day goal. So I could already do a 2-hour hike with an elevation gain. So we're going to do the transition one. Lose 10 pounds of excess body weight to reduce overall cardiovascular strain, or accumulate 1,500 minutes of zone 2. I'm going to do that. Because look, if I do 15 minutes of zone 2, 1,500 minutes zone 2, I'm going to lose 10 pounds of body weight. Complete a stamina test consisting of 60 minutes of continuous movement, or successfully complete a 30-day no added sugar challenge to reduce systemic inflammation. Complete a stamina test. And I would change this 30 to 90, so I'm going to do that. Achieve a 15% increase in total weekly walking distance from week 1 to week 12, or spend 45 total hours in nature-based walking. I like that one. Complete a functional age assessment and score 5 years lower than your chronological age, or organize and complete 3-day trips involving at least 1,500 steps of walking each. I'm going to do the functional age. And which matters more to you? So now we're on the quarterfinals. So we went through the 8 matches. We've selected 8. So now this is the next round. Okay, 1-mile run or 60 crunches in 2 minutes. So 1-mile run without stopping in under 12. That's definitely the harder one. Achieve a good or excellent VO2 max rating, or transition from floor to standing position 10 times in 1 minute to test functional mobility. this is actually a bigger deal to me. 1,500 minutes of zone 2 or a 90-day no added sugar challenge. I definitely want the zone 2. 45 total hours in nature or a functional age assessment and score 5 years lower than your chronological age. I need this. I can do that anyway. All right, so semifinals. Okay, now it's getting harder. 1 mile run in under 12 minutes without stopping, or achieve a good or excellent VO2 max rating. Here's the thing. If I can complete a continuous 1 mile run in under 12 minutes without stopping, it means I've achieved a good or excellent VO2 max. So I'm going to do the 1 mile. Accumulate 1,500 minutes of zone 2 cardiovascular exercise, or complete a functional age assessment and score 5 years lower than your chronological age. I'm going to do that one. And here we go. This is the final. Complete a continuous 1 mile run in under 12 minutes without stopping, or complete a functional age assessment and score 5 years lower than your chronological age. I think for me, running 1 mile, man, I can't even tell you the last time I ran a mile without stopping. 1 mile under 12 minutes without stopping in 90 days sounds like a bigger win than completing a functional age assessment and scoring 5 years lower than my chronological age. So, all right, here we go. Make your commitment, turn your top idea into a clear commitment with a deadline. And so here's how we say it. I will complete a continuous 1 mile run in under 12 minutes without stopping by, and the default is 90 days from today, but you can actually come down here and select if you need 100 days or whatever, but I'm going to do by June 2nd, 2026. Continue. Okay, now here's where this is different than some of these other apps that are out there. You can actually add accountability partners. All right. So my first daily step. So here's what's happening. Now you can add up to 3 accountability partners. Okay. And my guy, Aaron, didn't know he was going to be an accountability partner for me, but he just got a text from the app saying, hey, your guy Todd just said a 90-day win. Why don't you text him to see what it was? Now, Aaron's going to get another text in a couple of days to check in on me. And then he's going to get a text every so often. I'm not going to give you the number of days, but every so often to check in on me to hold me accountable to this goal. Now, if I don't check in, again, I'm not going to tell you the number. If I don't check into this app and answer this question, okay, I'm going to walk 1 mile on the treadmill. I'm going to schedule walking 1 mile on the treadmill at the Y tomorrow. Put that on my calendar. Okay, so here's the thing. This app is going to, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself here. So if I don't check into the app after a certain amount of time, the app is going to text Aaron. So Aaron can hold me accountable. Like, hey, why aren't you checking into the app? Why aren't you doing what you said you were going to do? Okay. But here's the thing. The app is actually going to text me every morning to remind me to check into the app. And it's actually going to give me an idea of what I could do that day to move me a little closer to my 90-day win. Okay. So all I do, complete setup. Okay. And here we go. Here's my active win. Okay. And I can click select and I can delete it. I'm not going to do that. Okay. And you know, I've already put on my win for the day, but complete a continuous 1 mile run in under 12 minutes without stopping. And Aaron says Aaron Butler, and his number is active. He's my accountability partner. And I can come back in. I can add other accountability partners. I can delete Aaron from this. But my responsibility is to check into the app. And this is how you get a big goal done in just a short amount of time. And you can actually get more done in your life in 90 days than most people do all year. You can actually come back in here and start a new win. Okay. But watch this. It won't let you select another physical win. So once you already have a win in one category, it will not let you reselect that win again until you've either completed it or deleted it. Okay. All right. So um, we're going to exit. All right. So let me just come over here real quick. And actually, I'm going to log in. Um, turn my volume all the way off. Let me just log into the app here real quick. And here we go. Luke, man, I see you. Yeah, you're, wow, moving to Missouri. Proud of you, bro. Okay. So I'm going to leave this up. Of course, Facebook will delete it after, I think, 30 days. I may come on and go live again another time, show you how to do a different win. But I hope that was helpful. God bless you guys, and we'll see you on the next time.